Alien meeting. Alien meeting. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moravian's most famous podcast, Moravian's most influential podcast, and the podcast accredited to the firing of Robert Saleh from the New York Jets organization. I am Philippe, and I'm here with Johnny Cryptid. The other two are out of commission. Their spaceship crash landed on the way to the set, and we're kind of just filling in time until they get back here because they're about 20 parsecs away, and getting an Uber from that far kind of takes a little bit. Today we're going to be talking about a monster that I personally sympathize with, the Loch Ness Monster. Johnny Cryptid is shaking his head. He's still recovering from the bullet wounds to the liver, and he got a little bit of acid reflux from it, and he can't really talk because his throat's a little messed up. We don't really know how to fix that, but you know how it is.
Yeah, it was a regrettable incident, and
They have arrived.
the
Space Uber got them here. What is this? Why'd you go to Barnes and Noble?
Apologies, all alien meeting fans. Dr. Monster and our ship got into a wreck, and we weren't able to get here just on time, but we're here now. And I welcome you all back to Moravian's greatest podcast. We love you all.
It's okay, guys. We're okay.
And let's get this alien meeting started.
Yeah, we kind of did all that already.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
ruined it. Could you guys leave a dislike on this because of what they just did?
You guys can leave a dislike. I understand.
Can we get to 50,000 dislikes?
More dislikes than KSI's new song, please.
Pretty please. Yeah. Anyhow, I already introduced the topic today. It's the Loch Ness Monster.
Correct.
already
It
said
is the Loch Ness Monster
I
today.
personally sympathize with her because I feel these Loch Ness Monster hunters, there's something wrong with them. She is free. She has not an ounce of malice in her body or her bones. And if you've seen the movie The Water Horse, a classic, may I say, you'd know.
I frankly cannot say I've seen The Water Horse.
Neither can I.
Y'all have never seen The Water Horse?
Never seen the water horse.
I think it's based on a true story. They get a little Loch Ness Monster, and
He is little at one point.
yeah, and they put it in the bathtub. Based on true events. Kid kind of looks like young Sheldon.
He does kind of look like. You know what he kind of looks like?
What?
Well, I can't really name them, but so look at that kid again. Does he remind you of a certain little someone?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does remind us of.
This little boy for our
Screaming
audio
along.
listeners, the little boy in The Water Horse kind of reminds me of a cryptid we have right here on Moravian.
Truly.
Maybe we'll cover him one day.
Anyhow, I think that the Loch Ness Monster is a truly misunderstood creature, and I am against the hunting of the Loch Ness Monster, and I have been for many, many millennia now.
So is the Loch Ness Monster like its own thing, or is it like a dinosaur that just is like sleeping for too long?
I think it's like a dinosaur.
You think so?
I think she's just an animal. I think she's just a free creature.
Okay.
She's based off this thing, Ogopogo.
Ogopogo?
Yeah, Ogopogo was real, like actually.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a dinosaur.
Can we look up the Ogopogo lore? Origins, perhaps?
Ogopogo.
Ogopogo.
Okay.
Oh, snake-like creature with a horse's head, over 25 meters long, humped, having green or brown scales, having horns or antlers, having multiple sets of fins.
It's a water demon? Is that what it says?
A water horse.
He's kind of misunderstood too, I think. He's Ogopogo. He just likes to chill, and
Right.
you give him some offerings. Here's his little lore page too. See, let's see. Where Lake
Mhm.
Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Native North American folklore. See? Let's see. Ogopogo first became known and
Oak. I can't say that.
throwing dead fish, even live cattle in the lake, and then he was just chill with them.
So why does he have a horse head? Can you explain this a little further?
Because it's cool, I guess.
That would make a lot of sense because it was cool.
Yeah. Sometimes things just
Yeah.
like turn out and look cool.
Just because, like, if it's cool, then
See, look at him chilling with this little girl.
okay. Wait,
See?
can you scroll down? I saw another one. No, on the main frame, please. What's
Mm-hmm.
up with that one?
This one right here? Where
Yeah.
It's like a goblin.
Is there a connection between the Ogopogo and goblins?
I'm not sure.
I mean, they both are green.
They both are green. They're both afraid of ghosts.
Wait, he was in Hellboy.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is cool.
That is cool.
Is the Ogopogo in the
Abe
MCU?
the Sapien.
I think Ogopogo is in phase 8, maybe.
Phase 8.
I think he's introduced in Avengers 15.
Oh my God.
Ogopogo rises. Whoa.
Kong motto or wrong motto?
Wrong motto. See, these are just dinosaurs.
Yeah. Is he on a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
No, it's like its own thing. It's like a
Weird and wild creatures. Let's look into this.
let's see. We gotta
Okay.
bring it back. The weird and wild creatures.
So
See,
there
they're just dinosaurs.
There are dinosaurs, but maybe
This was just a lion.
well, okay. There's dinosaurs. There's animals, kind of like spooky, scary animals a little bit. Then we got some more animals.
Mhm.
Then we got mostly amphibious creatures.
We got
Look, there's the sea cucumber card.
that's the rarest one.
That is.
Where's the
Then we got bugs. Then we got then we got ostrich, capybara. Ooh,
Oh, now we're
hang
now
on. Now we've got some good ones, but he's not on that one.
Oh. No.
Is he with the dinosaurs?
He
No,
might
I
be
didn't
with the
see him
guy.
with the dinosaurs. His background's
is he?
purple.
Dude, Ogopogo's the rarest.
Hang on.
one.
Okay, so we've got Cerberus,
Mhm.
orcs,
Gray
gray aliens, the Oni,
We all know about how some gray
Anubis,
Camazots,
Bigfoot, a classic,
Fenrir,
and
Fenrir.
Chinese
myth
drag.
dragon.
Chinese dragons.
Chinese myth dragon.
It says Chinese dragon.
Yeah, but it's a Chinese myth
Okay,
dragon.
I'm sorry. Monsters of the mind.
Where's that? at?
Look at that.
Okay, I think this would be where Ogopogo.
There's
lies.
more.
Kraken,
We gotta.
Wyvern,
Whoa.
Thunderbird, Leviathan,
These are actually kind of cool.
I kind of want this.
Mngwa.
Mngwa? Where's Mngwa?
Mngwa. So you just scrolled past it.
Oh, Mngwa.
Yeah,
What's the Mngwa?
It's a
What's its
Mngwa.
relation to? It's like a cat. What's its relation to
This
Ogopogo?
is just a cat.
It's like a.
It's a killer
It's just an
tabby.
angry
It's a killer
cat.
tabby to be more specific.
Killer tabby. Mngwa's fur is dark gray with black stripes. That of a tabby cat. Is it like big? Unleashed. The bodies of this monster's victims show wounds made by razor-sharp claws and huge teeth. If real, Mngwa would be so ferocious that it could kill a person with a single bite or swipe of its paws. That's quite ferocious.
Do you think they've?
Johnny
They've-
Knows
Cryptid?
Fury Swipe.
Johnny Cryptid has something to say.
Whoa.
So about a year ago, we were discovering a severe drop in the population of Tibetan macacas
Oh.
in New Jersey, where it borders the Lehigh Valley area.
Interesting.
And we were noticing these cat-like footprints
What?
that remind me of this creature.
It reminds you of the Mngwa.
So you think that Mngwa
Yes.
is hunting down the Tibetan macacas?
I can say the cat-like footprints and the severe decrease can only be attributed to that creature.
Interesting.
Do you think they maybe have some sort of like symbiotic relation with the Loch Ness Monster or the Ogopogo?
I feel like Tibetan macacas, they turn everything around them into like lush jungles,
Okay.
which can explain the climate of New Jersey.
That would
Agreed.
explain a lot.
Agreed. I think that maybe we've been looking at it wrong this whole time, and they aren't. These creatures, all of them, aren't confined to one biome or area, like Ogopogo, Loch Ness Monster. Have you guys personally seen anything like that in New Jersey? Because I feel like maybe the Tibetan macaque or macaca, the environments are perfect. The lush forests, the
That's
beautiful
true.
rivers. I think that things like the Jersey Devil, the Ngwa, the Hopkinsville Goblins, the Bunyip,
The Nemean lion.
the Nemean Lion.
What about
things,
spring-heeled Jack?
let's see, let's look at them. Yeah, it says here that Spring-Heeled Jack loves lush. Oh yeah, legendary origin, Tibetan macaca era, New Jersey. I think that some of these creatures, maybe the ones with less, brain power, they flock to New Jersey to these lush jungles, and I think the ones that maybe seem more aggressive, they're angry that they can't go to New Jersey. They're mad that they're stuck in places like Scotland or Canada, and they just want to make it home. And I think that's why if you see things like Loch Ness Monster and she's mad, she just wants to go home to New Jersey.
That is very true.
Things like
Have we found her card yet? For our audio listeners, we're currently looking at we have a sort of catalog of every monster.
Yeah,
Wait, the Loch Ness Monster has its own card,
yeah.
separate from the Ogopogo,
Maybe they're
How-
maybe they're distant cousins.
possibly. Because the Loch Ness Monster seems to be mostly
She doesn't have the iconic
horse head.
Yeah, the iconic Ogopogo horse head.
That is true.
She again, I feel like these creatures they may just want to return home. Yeah. And she's in murky waters of Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands. Murky. Name one cloudy, disgusting body of water you've ever seen in New Jersey.
I mean, the Brook.
But it's
It's right
beautiful.
there. Well, maybe once it wasn't. Maybe it's due to the Tibetan macacas that it's turned beautiful.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I believe the Tibetan macacas
Oh, man.
were once the prey of the Loch Ness Monster, but they have evolved to swim fast enough to escape him. Can we search up a video of a Tibetan macaca swimming?
We can. How do you
There it is, Tibetan macaque.
swimming?
So, are we saying that is Nessie truly misunderstood, or is Nessie a horrific
God.
monster?
It's about 70, 80 miles per hour.
I'm amazed. How is it?
It might be like. How do you do
For our audio listeners, we're watching a Tibetan macaque swim in a little dirty swamp.
Exactly. He's purifying it.
He is. You know, I did notice as he got in the water, it went from this nasty brownish green to a beautiful bright blue.
Maybe, although the Loch Ness Monster Nessie, she eats. Yeah, I was looking at Black Dog too. Although she eats these Tibetan macaque, it's like a symbiotic relationship where, although she's eating them, that's just nature's course. They're animals at the end of the day, and everybody knows Loch Ness Monster eats. She's gonna eat. She doesn't
That's
know any
true.
better. Black Dog, he doesn't know any better.
That is true.
When he's prowling the medieval European islands, he's coming out there and he's eating guys, but
That is very true.
That's
He
not
is
his
eating
fault.
guys.
the basilisk, obviously the basilisk is gonna be hungry.
That's true.
And the only place that these things can thrive in, it was the monkey music.
For our audio listeners, we just got a live message saying, "What was that music?" If you were paying attention, you would know that was the little Tibetan macaque swimming through the dirty swamp water and purifying it with its pure heart.
Yeah, it might be like a purification ritual or something like that. I'm not really too sure. It's Grendel.
There he is. There he is.
Ogopogo. Yeah, everybody loves Ogopogo.
Now, what's its real connection? Where is the Ogopogo from? Look, it mentions the thing there.
A song made up about this monster gave it its modern name.
Fascinating. So this one's from where?
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, and Loch Ness Monster is Scottish.
Mm,
I know you have that problem with
I know.
those people.
I know.
It's okay. He's Ogopogo. You gotta. Oh, we got another one. We got Morgar.
What is this now?
Gower?
Morgour.
The
Morgour?
W is throwing me off.
Nobody knows
Morgour.
if this beast truly exists, but witnesses say it's kind of like another Loch Ness Monster style creature. Again, maybe this is a species that
Has been evolving.
yeah.
Let's look up all versions of Loch Ness Monster.
Loch. Let's see. We got what?
No, we can't trust that. Go to images. That's how I research.
True. These are all. We're on Google Scholar, so.
So there's the Loch Ness Monster. Wait. What do we know about the Loch Ness Monster? Not a lot.
By Harvard. Yes, it's a Harvard book. Harvard wrote that. It's about 800 pages.
It's gotta
this
be.
one.
That one's scary.
Big textbook.
You see, there's
Why
so
does
many
it look
different.
like that?
Oh. Is that real?
I think that it would be. I mean, I can't imagine it wouldn't be real.
For our audio listeners, it's a picture of Loch Ness Monster biting somebody's head off.
Maybe
Scooby-Doo.
maybe they were just posing that way
I
for a
trust
funny
Scooby-Doo.
picture.
True. I don't know why Scooby-Doo would lie. I think that's also based on a true story.
Well, Scooby-Doo and there's the one Phineas and Ferb episode 2.
True, they do go to the lake.
Yeah, so
True.
like they never lie.
So we know these things are real. But what are
they
their
have
motives?
to be friendly.
That is true. I mean, so far everything we've seen has not been friendly. Like this Loch Ness Monster is terrorizing people on a roller coaster, and that's not okay.
Okay, but look
I
at
know,
this
but
one.
don't you go on a roller coaster to have fun?
Which
though?
one?
Look at this one, though.
I mean, I think this one might just be sort of drawn in a style to where it's cutesy. So
Look
like
at this one.
that one's eating a cow.
Well, it's hungry. It's an animal.
Okay.
What you people don't understand is that we're invading their habitat. We moved them from New Jersey to Lake Loch Ness.
Okay.
They're already mad about that.
How far is that? How far is Lake Loch Ness from New Jersey?
Lake Loch Ness.
From New
We're
Jersey.
gonna do Bound
Oh,
Brook,
Bound Brook.
'cause that's where they're
I mean,
from.
true. From the Tibetan macaques.
3,000
3,000 miles.
Exactly. We moved them 3,000 miles from their natural
Their
habitat
home.
across the entire Atlantic Ocean. Of course
No,
they're going to be.
Yeah, I was say if I'm removed from my home 3,000 miles away, I would also be a little bit upset
Exactly.
and aggressive towards people.
I guess
you
I
know,
would be too.
We've seen you get like that too. We saw you
As-
rip that one
yeah.
guy's head off because he tried to get you on a plane or something.
dude,
He
he
did.
tried putting me in that box. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Dude, that was crazy.
He tried to ship you to where was it?
I forget. It was somewhere far.
Was it in-
Algeria.
I couldn't pronounce it. Like he just said stuff. He said words.
Yeah.
How fast can the Loch Ness Monster swim?
Let's see.
Because we determined the Tibetan macaque can swim about 70 miles an hour. Is that what we determined?
Yeah, like 70 to 80, based on video information.
True.
Let's see. Do we have any footage of Loch Ness Monster swimming? Let's see.
Images.
I do believe a Tibetan macaque can outswim a Loch Ness Monster.
Can outswim? That's quite
So-
impressive.
I think they were forced to evolve to swim that.
Very true.
Yeah. You want to explain yourself?
For our audio listeners, we have the president of Radio Club and Alien Meeting.
Oh my
I'm-
gosh, hi guys!
I think she might know something about.
What do you know
Ogopogo.
about the Loch Ness Monster and or Ogopogo and or what was the other one? Margwar?
I know the Loch Ness Monster.
You know Ogopogo?
No.
Well, it's kind of
I've
just
never
another
heard of
one.
that.
What are your
Oh.
thoughts on Nessie?
I mean, she seems cool.
Exactly.
She seems like
Okay.
a friend, not a foe.
What about great white sharks?
I
Or
mean,
even
do they hurt
Wrath,
people?
Wraith. What is
Wraith.
Wraith?
You don't know
or
about the Wraith?
Siren.
No idea.
Sirens are, you gotta watch out for those.
This episode's very exploratory.
Or even
River
river
dolphin.
dolphin. That can't be real.
Wow.
I don't think that's real.
No.
Click on
What
that
you guys know
Yeah.
about?
The scary
What you guys
one.
know about tree octopus?
Harlequin beetle. That's
Hang on.
octopus.
Pull up tree octopus really quick. We might get somewhere with this. Yeah, click on it. No. You have to go to the website. Go to the website. Save the Pacific Northwest tree octopus.
Okay.
This is a real thing.
Maybe this is another creature from Boundbrook. Why
I-
are they scattered? Who's scattering them? The aliens.
They're followed by the Tibetan macacas.
They're following the Tibetan macaque?
Actually, it's a question of which is following which.
True.
Maybe. Because we have mentioned the Tibetan macacas in previous episodes. What are they doing? That's maybe. Maybe they evolved and sort of drove out the Loch Ness Monster.
That's what it's seeming like.
As
Or,
they migrated.
I mean,
do
they
you think?
might have.
Do you think maybe
It seems like the Loch Ness Monster used to be the top predator.
Something
And the
changed.
Tibetan macacas used to be below them, and then they evolved to
Perhaps,
outcompete them.
perhaps the alien mutation serum.
the alien mutation?
Wait,
From the
wait.
from Roswell?
Because we mentioned the Tibetan macaca was part of the Bigfoot
Mm-hmm.
timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I think another
And New Jer-
important.
They're both from New Jersey too.
They are both from New Jersey.
We've been looking at One Piece wrong this whole time too,
Mm-hmm.
and I have one thing that links.
Okay.
Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my
and
God.
Tibetan macaque.
Oh my God.
Fish monkey.
No, no shot. Fish monkey.
Oh my God.
It's back. It's back.
I think that this may have been the original form of the Tibetan macaque before, everything, and that's where
Yeah.
their water purification factor comes from. That's where it all comes from.
Fish monkey.
And maybe as the Loch Ness Monster and Ogopogo hunted them, consumed them, and the alien mutation started to kick in, they became what we now see as the Tibetan macaque, this illustrious, beautiful creature.
Fish monkey.
All right.
And
This is a big revelation.
it is.
Wait, no.
And maybe we need to consider that fish monkey could be the precipice for multiple things in the evolutionary factor. We found a link to Bigfoot. We found a link to Loch Ness Monster. What else? What else?
We spoke about the goblins, but they're kind of sort of connected to elves and
Yeah,
such.
yeah.
Ghosts are on Ghost Planet.
Ghosts are on Ghost Planet. So we've the major cryptids at least. Because
Wait, we're missing. Oh, Mothman. Was Mothman connected to the fish
No.
monkey?
No, Mothman is an amulet.
Yeah,
remember?
the
Mothman.
So Mothman
amulet.
doesn't have an evolution
But
line.
this does connect everything back to the aliens.
It does connect. to
Roswell.
Correct.
The aliens. The aliens have been pulling the
So,
string the whole time.
About fish monkey, are we saying fish monkey connects to Loch Ness Monster evolutionary?
No. I'm saying that it explains the migration pattern and at least shows that the Tibetan macaque evolved from fish monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where its water purification comes from.
So we went fish monkey, Tibetan macaque,
Yes.
then the aliens came.
Yes.
And they then went on to the bears. We had the bears and we had the polar bears that then diverged into the Bigfoot and the Sasquatch.
Yes.
I mean, the Bigfoot and the
The Yeti.
Yeti.
Yes.
And then they moved to Tibet, and we all know how that ended up.
Yes. I think that these revelations are important, and I think we're paving the way. Fishman.
Fishman.
I don't think that's real.
No, that one's
No,
obviously
yeah, that one's-
photoshopped.
This is like Morgan Freeman, but with a fish on his face.
That is
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah. Well,
That's just a monkey holding a koi fish.
Do you think he's like?
He
"I
looks
wanna go home"?
frightened.
Yeah. Why would they do that to him? Fish monkey.
Fish
Performance.
Fishing gloves.
Oh.
hunt monkey.
What is that
Hunt
picture
monkey?
of the fish right there?
Which one?
Where are
The,
these?
yeah, that one. What is that?
That's just a.
Fish monkey. He's holding it with the fish monkey gloves.
Oh, he's got the gloves on.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
I think it's like some. You know how we talked about how like things like the Sasquatch are industrializing?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe all these companies with Squatch in their name. Return of monkey fish. Maybe all these companies with Squatch in their name. We've been looking at it wrong.
Mm.
Perhaps you're right.
Maybe fish monkey performance gloves and hunt monkey.
I think this might be a descendant of the Sasquatch thing, and
I
maybe due to the industrialization of the Sasquatch, it sort of drove out the Nessie. Maybe they were the ones who moved him because they did want to use the lakes for their soap company.
True.
Um,
And as they drove away, the Tibetan macaca, which originally were,
I have a theorem.
what's your theorem?
Sasquatch versus. There it is.
Okay.
I believe that Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, and Bigfoot are arch nemesis.
Mm.
Do you-
Think about it. They are two of the biggest. Like, they are the cryptid. You think cryptid? You think Loch Ness Monster and Nessie? Look at this shirt. Bigfoot is utilizing a Nessie. He is riding on the back of one.
Do you think maybe they used to be like close, like brothers?
I
And
think
something
so.
happened,
And
and,
then
now they're enemies.
Bigfoot developed the sense of power and started taking the Loch Ness Monster for granted and using her for
Uber rides is what
Correct.
it looks like.
both having the common ground of fish monkey
Yeah.
as well. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe Nessie, recognizing Sasquatch as a descendant of fish monkey, found solace and comfort at first,
Mm-hmm.
but things got rocky somehow, and now they're enemies.
along the way.
What I'm wondering is, do you think that we can all agree that there are civilized Sasquatches that wear suits and make news and things like that?
Mhm.
Do you think that these negative interpretations of Loch Ness Monster are because of the Sasquatch, or do you think that's true? Do you think that's how
I think
it is?
it's very possible.
That's what I'm saying. Because we see, I'd say for every 15 evil Loch Ness Monsters we see one silly one like this one.
That's true.
We see one good one. We see a couple good ones. Maybe this
Click on that photo.
one.
That one right there. Bigfoot, Mothman, Nessie, and the Wendigo.
Mm.
I think that they just may be highlighting they're all linked, not linked, but they're popular. Because
Possibly.
I personally, although I feel,
Hang on.
why is it an alien?
There's the alien there. Mothman is following them.
Oh my god! Do you think that we've established that Mothman is some sort of superhero?
Mhm.
Do you think that maybe they used to be some sort of squad, some sort of group,
That's very
a
possible.
united one that maybe things fell apart in sort of an Avengers Civil War-esque
Ooh.
scenario?
Because previously, these cryptids were known to just be cryptids, but we've discovered how really integrated they are into society. But that may have just been recently.
It may have been.
Mothman sort of took on this evolution, like he took on this like presidential sort of thing.
Maybe
Bigfoot started industrializing, and what it left Nessie for what? To just kind of.
to leave her natural habitat and go to Lake Loch Ness.
I think Nessie may have been left out of this super cryptid squad. Look at them. They've always been together. This is a thing. Look right here. Cryptid Battle Royale. Okay, look. There's the Yeti, there's the Sasquatch, Nessie, Mothman, and aliens.
I'm thinking that maybe maybe there was an issue over the utilization of the Tibetan macaque. And as all of the other cryptids wanted to maybe take the Tibetan macaque and harness it for maybe some industrial, thing, it kind of expanding like manifest destiny. Loch Ness Monster wanted to leave the Tibetan macaque in its natural habitat of Bound Brook, leave these lush forests, leave things as they're meant to be, and for that they exiled her.
Possibly.
And maybe their original intent wasn't to do harm or to hurt, and maybe it was for the greater good to expand like this. Maybe we wouldn't have all the things we have today, like the Mothman amulet, the Squatch, the many Squatch industries, things like that. But she's away from home. She's afraid. She doesn't know what's going on. She's clearly has some sort of diminished mental state from being away from Bound Brook.
That's very true.
And they didn't really weigh their actions.
You know what's sort of making me think that Nessie, I think you're correct with Nessie being sort of cast out of what they were meant to be. Look at, this photo. We have Mothman, Sasquatch, Nessie, Yeti, and aliens. What did we discover on episode 1? What did the Sasquatch do because of... They cast out the Yeti.
But even in the Yetis forming their new civilization, I don't know if it was fear, anger, or maybe they weighed the odds and realized it was a better option. Why did they cast away Nessie? Why did they think it was good?
Maybe Nessie just wanted things to go back to how they were. And the Sasquatch was like, no, we must rise up and revolutionize this world for our own. And Nessie was like, I want things to be how they were. And it was this fight of power. And they used to be one, but like things fade over time.
That's beautiful. That's profound.
I think for our audio listeners, I think over the episodes we have planned, I think we're going to discover that many of these cryptids may have been connected in some sort of fashion or something. Like there used to be I think there was a world before humans, before dinosaurs, and these, like in between these worlds, where these like not really smart animals yet were beginning to develop, and that's where the aliens came in. They crash landed before us, started all this. Look at them; they used to have fun together.
With the unicorn and the Loch Ness Monster, they used to enjoy civilized discussions.
Maybe we're the issue. And as we just started to develop and kind of took over the earth in our own way, we sort of broke up this super nation of cryptids.
As you said, as time goes, things sort of diminish and fall. And where there were once great emperors, there are now wastelands.
It's true.
And what I think happened is, as time has gone on, these creatures that are most likely immortal, they've lost something to them. And I don't think we necessarily did anything. I think we just came in and we saw what we perceived as empty land.
Let me get a photo of that.
And we took over. And we just took what we perceived as ours. And I don't think we are necessarily the problem. I just don't think that they have the capacity to reach the status they once did. Because we see Sasquatch. He's always in the woods. He's never sitting down drinking tea. Maybe there's a few that remember what they once were, and they own they do the Jack Links commercials. They've expanded. Maybe even one starred in a movie. Look at Monkey vs. Ape. That's not an ape. That's a Sasquatch, obviously.
True.
Or no, Ape vs. Monster. My mistake.
Oh, Ape vs. Monster.
Ape vs. Monster.
You know, this could also relate back to Godzilla vs. Kong.
Exactly.
You know, maybe
it's
people were inspired by the great Nessie Sasquatch wars.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the things run deeper. Excuse me, than we think they
No,
do.
you're all right.
And I don't know. I really just think that something's missing that
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't comprehend,
Mm-hmm.
but they know.
Yeah.
And maybe when this fallout happened, that's when things started to go awry.
This is very fascinating.
I agree.
Guru versus Megamind death battle.
Remnants of a time.
Why is it
Forgotten.
titled Bigfoot versus Nessie?
I don't know. It took us to the Bigfoot versus Nessie fight.
Fascinating.
Nessie is
know.
eating the rest of Bigfoot. So in a hypothetical situation where they do have an all-out brawl, I guess the calculations indicate that Nessie would win.
I do believe she would. She's quite large
She is quite
compared
large.
to a single Bigfoot.
She's more crafty than you think she would be too. She's look at this. Look at this. It's just it kind of makes me want to cry a little bit.
This is what things used to be.
I want to know how these.
Back when things were.
Do you think it was a dispute over the Tibetan macaque that made things fall apart?
Could have been.
I think Johnny Cryptid may have some insight.
I think there are definitely more. For a while, before the sudden decrease in the Tibetan macaque population, there were more than there had ever been.
Mm-hmm.
They had initially evolved to thrive and survive the likes of the Loch Ness Monster. But something changed, and we don't know what. And my concern is that in the absence of the Loch Ness Monster and its importance in maintaining the food chain, the Tibetan macacas are now eating each other.
You think they're eating each other?
Like societal collapse, sort of like decline, like the Roman Empire.
I couldn't agree more. I think that the Sasquatch and any other creature like Mothman, clearly to become this sort of presidential power, you'd have to, play your cards right.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a lot of these cryptids that may have sided with, Sasquatch, they didn't realize what they were doing and what they were taking away. As Johnny Cryptid said, they may be eating it. Look at the Bet macaque are mad at each other.
They
They're
are mad
yelling.
at each other.
Mm-hmm.
What do they have? Maybe they are cannibalizing each other. It's just terrible. And I don't know how we could fix this.
I want to emphasize how they became decadent and now they're in decline. Are you familiar with one Tibetan macaque named Zing Zing?
Oh, he's right here.
Zing Zing. Oh, there he is. He's very, very plump.
Tell us about Zing Zing.
Zing Zing is a Tibetan macaque that only has one arm, but has thrived nonetheless and survives thanks to the bounty of the Tibetan macaque empire that is
Inbound,
now
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Are you saying how did Zing Zing lose his arm?
In battle.
In battle? With
Yes.
what?
In battle with a tribe of Sasquatches, of course.
So you're saying that the Sasquatch that once evolved from these Tibetan macacas is fighting back against their creators.
In a way.
Oh my god.
But they're losing now.
They are losing.
If you want to look at a clip of Zing Zing's reaction to a stranger, it's PTSD from the war. Do you want
what video should we watch?
the one where there's a tourist?
Zing Zing tourist.
Yeah. On YouTube or wherever you can find it.
Please help
Is it
us.
this one?
Maybe.
No, that's grandma.
Okay. We got Zing Zing with the apple juice.
What about just Googling on YouTube? I think you'll find it.
Okay.
For our audio listeners, we're gonna bring up Zing Zing, the Tibet macaque, and we're gonna watch some of his videos about his
His fear from the war.
PTSD of the war.
Just remove that. You'll find it.
Okay. Johnny Cryptid knows what he's talking about.
Which one? This one?
Go down. Or try that one.
Okay.
Zing Zing smiles.
That smile's bad face.
So I'm
There's
Yeah.
pain from the war against
Pain from
the
the
Sasquatch. And
not. Why won't you take the banana?
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive.
I'm gonna mute these.
He's so sad.
I think we
Zing
don't.
Zing knows how to turn on the faucet to drink.
I believe that in the Sasquatch Tibetan macaque war, the casualty rate is like for every Sasquatch that falls, about 15 Tibetan macaques fall in combat.
That's wild.
That's terrible. What would you estimate the population of the Tibetan macaque is now?
Oh.
Maybe at their peak, I'd say millions. Now, maybe like 500,000.
That's terrible. I think Zing Zing. We may need to contact Zing Zing off the record and get.
Does Zing Zing have a cameo?
I'm not sure, but I think we need to contact Zing Zing. We need to contact.
Do you think
The,
Zing Zing has come in contact with the Loch Ness Monster?
I believe there is some history between the two of them, but that it will not admit such. It would unconsciously admit to going to battle with it, though.
They used to be like brothers essentially, but now that things have kind of fizzled out, it's not looking
I
good.
mean, just look where Zing Zing is in the mountains, where there's like as far away as Zing Zing can get from
From the water?
the body of water, not even to be reminded.
Possibly the Sasquatches pushed their agenda about Nessie onto Zing Zing and has made him afraid? Or do you
I
feel that
mean-
Nessie has done something to...
I believe that the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, entered into some sort of deal with the Sasquatches to obtain Tibetan macaques to be eaten.
Oh.
And the Tibetan macaques are fighting for their lives now. For their existence. Like
Okay.
Gears of War. Do you know Gears of War?
I do know Gears of
The,
War.
the Tibetan macaques are the humans, and yeah.
Very interesting.
I think that we personally know somebody who may have insight into this, which we may need to, bring on or talk about off the record. Of course, you all know I'm talking about King Darius.
Of course,
Yeah, of
Darius.
course.
And King Darius knows a lot about cryptid wars specifically, as he is a former king. And I think off the record, off the books, we may need to pay our Lord Darius a visit and maybe get to the bottom of whether this war is ongoing, what happened during this war, and just put out the most trustworthy facts we can to these people.
I like that.
I agree.
And I think that maybe you guys understand. You guys speak his language, his clicks and beeps. You guys speak through as well, correct? Okay, cool. I'm just making sure we all understand and we're all on the same page. And this is something we can. Oh yes,
That's how he contacts.
that is how he contacts us. I love them.
We love Darius.
We love Darius. But I think that we've gotten to the bottom of some real crazy stuff.
We have. So what sort of conclusions do you think we can come to about the Loch Ness Monster and such?
That she maybe once was civilized,
Mm-hmm.
as all cryptids were, living in Boundbrook.
Do we believe that there was some sort of society where all of these cryptids live together?
Yes.
Okay.
But as Sasquatch wanted to industrialize and take out the Tibetan macaque,
Mm-hmm.
factions arose. Things got crazy. Loch Ness Monster lost her sanity. They all kind of did.
And this kind of led to why we believe the Loch Ness Monster is like this today. This
Yes.
monster.
Tibetan macaque populations are plummeting, and I don't know what to do about that.
That is true.
I just think balance needs to be restored.
You know, well, for our audio listeners, I was looking up Tibetan macaques swimming, and I came across something that kind of gave me a little bit of hope. So, as we know, the Yeti, pretty much the cold version of the Sasquatch.
Yes.
The Tibetan macaques I saw, although they were in a hot spring, they did kind of look like they may have been like a cold variation. I believe this comes from their name. They are to Tibetan macaques because they are in Tibet. Where's the Yeti? Audio listeners?
Tibet.
Tibet. I think the Yeti may be trying to undo what the Sasquatch has done and bring back, maybe even help the Loch Ness Monster. Has the Loch Ness Monster been sighted in Tibet?
Let's see. Monster Tibet.
Buddhist Lama.
They know of her, at least, in Tibet.
Oh, that's good at least.
They say she's sort of a water deity there.
Interesting. So maybe the Yetis sort of were like, Nessie, the Sasquatch has been unkind to you and you're kind. Stay with us and we will bring back this prospering land.
Both their statuses are hidden.
So I believe that the Yetis are undoing the Sasquatch's work.
So they weren't just complacent. They played a more active role than
we were unaware at the time what they were really doing because we didn't know all of this was going on with the Loch Ness Monster. We didn't know about what used to be.
But now we do.
And of course, none of this would be happening if it weren't for the aliens.
What role do they play in all this?
I think one day, we'll find out. We'll put all the pieces together and really find out what's been going on. Do you have anything to say, Dr. Monster?
All I have to say is I think we'll find some answers once we do, the last one,
The final
the
episode.
final episode.
I think it's a little too
Where
early
we
for
really
this, my friend.
delve into, what the aliens are doing right now. That's all I have to say.
Do you have something to say, Johnny Cryptid?
I just think we need, as of now, it's an urgent priority that we speak with King Darius and find a Tibetan macaque as soon as possible.
I agree.
And that's just the priorities I think we should have in mind.
Couldn't agree more.
These are all valid points, and I think eventually we're gonna find an even bigger truth. These episodes, they may uncover the truth of what's been going on with a certain cryptid, or the real, like, we come to an understanding about them. But we are seemingly finding out more as every episode we go on, and we discover more and more. Possibly, now hear me out. As we discovered last episode with the ghost planet, we know that these cryptids or ghouls or ghosts or monsters can come from other worlds, such as the alien. And we even discovered Ghost Freak, who is an alien ghost.
Yes. Important.
He's a both at the same time. Maybe other cryptids that we'll talk about could have also come from other planets. Maybe cryptids aren't exclusive to our world. Or maybe there's something in our world that is making these cryptids here.
A portal, maybe?
Perchance, or something that is luring them here. Maybe maybe the energy in the core of the earth.
I think that come this time next month, we'll know.
You know, quite a bit.
We'll know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know what's bringing them here. And we'll know how to fix everything.
I like that.
True. It is a beautiful thought. And a beautiful sentiment.
It truly is. Is there anything else you boys would like to speak on? No?
I just really want King Darius to intervene, and
He can, if anyone can fix this, it's him.
It is him.
It's him.
The thing that worries me the most is if it really is something that's drawing them here, then is that power. It has to be something powerful for them to fight over, or for them to
True.
like come. So that's what worries me a little bit is how powerful is this energy that they're looking for, and what can it do?
Do you
And should
think,
we be trying to get it first, or should we just let them deal with it?
I think we should be preventing anyone from getting this hypothetical energy. I think nature should be kept as it must. And I also feel maybe they put a hit on King Darius.
He might have. That might be why he's hiding right now.
Maybe the lithium battery incident.
Was it an incident?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, that definitely changes a couple of things.
But I feel that's something we'll look into and bring back another day.
Right.
Any other closing statements before our good friend, new friend Glorp plays us out?
That is very concerning about the energy source. And maybe Darius was onto something when he ate that battery. Perchance, like maybe all of his studies in aliens and monsters and cryptids in the monster wars, maybe he knew it got to him and he was like, I need to understand this power that they yearn for.
Yes.
And it's really quite scary to how powerful is this energy that they're really going for, and why did Darius think that the small lithium battery would be sort of like an equivalent to whatever they're hunting for?
I think that our research will over this next week we'll figure it out and we'll get to the bottom of this.
I agree with you.
Mhm.
All right, audio listeners. I know today was a lot. We uncovered a lot. We connected a lot of things today too. This is the end of another beautiful episode of Alien Meeting, Episode 5, Loch Ness Monster. Please follow us on Instagram and our new YouTube channel, the Alien Meeting YouTube channel. For any audio listeners, if you want the Instagram, I'll read it out really quick. We are moco.alienmeeting. All one word, no capitals. You'll find us. And yeah, thank you for listening, audio listeners. We appreciate all of the support you've given us. And we will see you in a week for episode 6 of Alien Meeting. Glorp, take us out.
Bam.